Well, I'm going to kind of use that line that people hate, that clergy and people hate to hear, but I went through a long period of time where I was spiritual but not religious. And so faith, in some ways, some kind of connection to something bigger than me has always been important. I kind of got into New Age spirituality and sort of did that whole road for a while. And it felt very narcissistic after a while. It didn't feel like there was enough community, really. And it wasn't about sort of connecting with other people and loving your neighbor. And it was more about personal development, I guess. And that just felt kind of narcissistic. The Episcopal Church happened because my wife and I were at a Catholic church in Baltimore, where we had our son baptized, and we actually love the community there. The rector was transferred, and then fairly soon after that, the Archdiocese in Baltimore started encouraging Catholic churches in Baltimore to be against the gay marriage initiative in Maryland. And it just got to the point where we said, we love our community, and we love this church, but we just can't continue to be comfortable sort of giving money and supporting the bigger church that clearly thinks that everything we do is wrong. It is an unusual thing. I think because so many religions don't support same-sex couples. Jen is more of she's not as deep into it as I am. I mean, I'm sort of like all in, and it surprises me. It surprises me sometimes, actually. But I think that was the other thing that was hard for me about the Catholic Church, is that I felt like there was a piece that if I was going to really deepen my faith and really go big with this and dive in, then I had to believe that God absolutely loved everything about me. And I didn't hear that from the Catholic Church. And so I just couldn't deepen my faith anymore there, because I was getting this message that, well, yeah, God loves you, but it would be really great if you didn't have this particular thing about you, and it would really be better. And I really wrestled with that for a long time. I mean, I had years where I sort of, on a very deep and visceral level, questioned, is there something wrong? Does God really think there's something wrong with me on some deep level? When you're talking about your faith and God, and you have this peace that feels like maybe on a core level, I am really not okay. I mean, I feel like we all carry around that anyway. I think all of us carry that around. But then when you have a religion that's telling you, well, yeah, actually there is this one specific thing that God doesn't love about you, it's really hard to shake it. I happen to be friends with a person who was raised Episcopalian, and so we'd had conversations over the years, and I didn't really know anything about the Episcopal Church. I started doing some online searching, and I realized, oh my gosh, it's kind of everything that Jen and I like about the Catholic Church, but they ordain women, they're okay with gay people. And then the more I started to understand the sort of Anglican theology, it just really felt like a good fit. In the Episcopal Church, and even so, especially in this program that I'm doing, it's so clear to me that there's nothing we can possibly do that would make God not love us. I mean, it's like God loves us more than we love ourselves. That I don't even think about the whole same-sex thing. It doesn't even occur to me. Most of our friend community outside of church is not religious at all. They would even call themselves atheists. And that's interesting. It's been kind of an interesting thing. And I think it is surprising that the two gay women are the ones that are like really into church. And it's just the way it is. I feel like I've found kind of, I have found something that is going to take me through the rest of my life. Whatever I end up doing with it in terms of a job, I feel very committed to the path of my faith. And I feel like it's sort of what I want to spend all my time doing. And whatever that means, I'm not really attached to what that means in terms of what my job looks like. I just know that I want to be sort of talking about God and working in this genre, and helping other people to find that in their own lives. I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at.